Mangoes are such a delicious fruit to be eaten just by itself, but making a delicious dessert like this, mango mousse, it's also a great idea. I will show you how to make it in this video. To start this mango mousse, we will use fresh mangoes. I bought mine at the Asian store near me and they looked beautiful and ripe. These are from Thailand, so I know they're going to be good, but use the mangoes you have available to you. With my left hand, I hold the mango, and with my right hand, I peel it using a knife. I use my thumb to guide the blade, helping me control where and how much to cut. It is best to use a very sharp knife, so you do not have to apply too much pressure and reduce the risk of cutting yourself. I have been peeling potatoes like this my whole life, and I have never cut myself. But if you prefer, you can always use a potato peeler. Once the mangoes are peeled, slice along the sides of the pit, cutting as close to the seed as possible. Repeat on the other side. Then, trim the remaining fruit around the pit. You will not get much from the sides, but you can always eat what is left on the seed. I will share the amount of sugar I used, but you might want to adjust it depending on how sweet your mangoes are and how sweet you like your desserts. Repeat the same with the rest of the mangoes and add the chunks to your blender. Set aside one large piece of mango to use later for decoration. Add the coconut milk. It may look a little separated straight from the can. That is completely normal and it will smooth out once blended. Then add the vanilla extract, salt, and sugar. A small amount of salt helps balance and enhance the sweetness in desserts. Place the lid on and blend. Blend at low speed first, and once everything begins to move smoothly, increase the speed and blend until the mixture is completely creamy. Taste it and adjust the sugar if needed. Next, rehydrate the gelatin. In a small bowl with water, slowly sprinkle in the gelatin and let it absorb the liquid. Stir for a few seconds, then set it aside for about 10 minutes until fully hydrated. Meanwhile, add the heavy cream to a large bowl, beat for about 1 minute at medium speed, then increase to high speed and continue mixing for 3 to 5 minutes or until soft peaks form. Then slowly add half of the mango mixture and gently fold it into the whipped cream. Notice how I am folding this mixture very slowly. We worked hard to get this heavy cream light and aerated, so we do not want to deflate it. Take your time with this step. The folding usually takes about 3 to 5 minutes. Once it is mostly combined, add the remaining mango mixture, but do not add all of it. Reserve about 1 cup to use later when we decorate the mousse. Continue folding slowly until everything is well incorporated. As you keep folding this mixture, the small lumps you see will gradually disappear, but make sure you slowly mix this mousse. Then here comes the gelatin. As you can see when I touch it with my finger, it is fully hydrated. I am going to take it to the microwave for a few seconds, heating it in 10 seconds intervals until it is completely melted but not scorching hot, because we are about to add it to a very cold mixture, especially since the heavy cream just came out of the fridge. If the gelatin is too hot, the contrast in temperature can cause it to start firming right away, and we do not want that. Instead, slowly add the melted gelatin into the mango mixture so it blends with the rest of the ingredients before it begins to set. The gelatin should firm up later once the mousse rests in the fridge for a couple of hours. You may still see a few lumps from the whipped cream. This is completely normal. Just keep stirring slowly and they will gradually disappear. Now, bring both mixtures, the mousse and the mango coconut mixture we set aside earlier. I decided to serve the mousse in individual cups. Start by adding a little mousse to each cup. This recipe made enough for about 7 individual servings. Once you have filled about 1/3 of each cup, take the mango coconut mixture we reserved earlier, Give it a quick stir since it has been sitting for a few minutes, and add a small amount to each cup to create a layered effect. Then repeat the same process with the rest of the cups. After adding the mango mixture, go ahead and fill the cups with the remaining mousse. Use a spatula to smooth the top if you want it to look a little cleaner. Of course, it will still taste just as delicious if you decide to skip this step, but I like to do it just for fun. You could also pour everything into one large container if you prefer, but I think it looks cute when it is served in individual portions. Place the cups in the refrigerator for at least 8 hours so the mousse has time to fully set. I also cover the tops with plastic wrap or saran wrap, however you call it, so the mousse does not absorb any odors or flavors from the refrigerator. Yes, refrigerator taste is the thing. After the mousse has fully set, it is time to decorate. When I was cutting the mangoes earlier, I saved one piece to use for this step. I cut it into small cubes, trying to keep them about the same size. Bring out the individual cups and remove the plastic wrap. Add a few mangoes cubes on top and sprinkle a little shredded coconut. These are the ingredients we already used in the recipe, and they add a nice finishing touch. I also picked a few zucchini flowers from my garden and placed them on the plate just to decorate. I really loved how the colors looked together. This is a very fresh, delicious, and easy recipe to make. I do suggest for you to make it the night before so it has enough time to settle and it's delicious the following day. If there is any other recipe that you would like to see here in the channel, please leave it in the comments. And if this is your first time, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe. That way you don't miss out any other delicious recipe like this one. Thank you guys for watching and see you next time. Bye-bye.